Did you know that building wealth in your 20s is not just about having a skill, having a job, and earning a salary at the end of every month? There is a little more to building wealth in our 20s that we don't often talk about. And that is why sometimes we still experience drought, constant lack of cash, scarcity, confusion most times. So today we are going to be looking at 7 simple habits that will take us from this level to the wealthy life where we have the money to do anything that we want to do. First habit on our list for building wealth in your 20s is the habit of saving. I understand that there are a lot of valid controversies around the concept of saving, which includes how can you save when you don't have enough money or when you don't earn that much? And then secondly, the fact that savings cannot build wealth for you. These two are very valid. Let me start by addressing how can you save when you don't have much money. I've had a couple of people ask, how can I save? I'm earning so and so amount, but at the end of the day, there are so many expenses that take my money and I don't know how to do, but I really, really want to save. And then when I consider that situation, I look at the things in the country and I realize that the truth is they might not be able to save at that moment. So I am not telling you to save even when you are earning very, very little. No, you can only save when you have eaten very well and taken care of yourself. You cannot save when all you have is the money for eating or the money for taking care of your needs and all that. Basic needs, just sort out your basic needs before you start saving. However, if you earn a little too much that it can take care of your basic needs and more, I would advise that at the moment, if you don't have income streams that are earning you money from different sources, then the best thing to do at that moment is to be frugal. I started saving when I started earning little, and that habit kind of really puts me in a very good shape because at some point I lost my point and I lost it alongside a huge amount of money. But there was the rent check of the savings that I've had already. And from my savings, I was also able to get a couple of properties. So I will tell you that saving is big no matter how much you are earning. And for the controversy of savings cannot make you rich or wealthy, that is the simple truth because wealth doesn't come from a particular source of income. It doesn't come from saving. Saving is more like helping you for the days ahead. Saving is for the rent check, is for a rent check for the rainy days, although you might save today and then the rainy day will come tomorrow. But it is not a way to build wealth. You build wealth with investment. Now, how can you save? How do you save? I would recommend that you get some apps that can help you. There are some apps that will help you save money, and I'm going to link to some of them in the description. So, go to these apps. Some of them can help you save automatically. The beautiful thing about saving with these apps is that they give you interest at the end of the month, and with that, you know that you're not just saving, but you're also getting something from your savings. The next habit is the habit of investment. Yes, whenever I mention this investment to people, the first thing I get to hear is I don't make enough money to invest. Investment is big. Come on, I understand. Investment is a big name. Like investment, I have investments, I have investments. It's big. So you would always wonder, how am I going to invest? I am not earning much. Now remember what we said about saving. Saving helps you for the rainy days and it might not make you wealthy, but there is something savings does for you that you wouldn't know if you don't start. And that is it can help you get the money that you will need for your investment. For me, I didn't start saving because I wanted to buy whatever I wanted to invest, right? But with time, I realized that my savings has grown. No, the savings I had enough, more than enough savings, and so I was like, oh my God, how did it get here? And from that savings, I was able to get my first property, and so many other things that I was able to do. So that you're not earning much does not keep you from investing. Now let's move on to how can you invest? What should you do? How to start investing? Here is a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor or instructor. However, I am speaking from my personal experience. Now, investment comes in different forms. There are agricultural investment, there is stock investment, and there are mutual fund investment. Now, the investment you would want to do at this stage, especially if you're not earning that big, is investments that will keep your capital for you. You don't want to go into investments that are of huge risk, higher risk, where there is the possibility of losing your capital. You want to focus on the investment that will save your capital for you. And in this sense, I would recommend investing in agriculture. Yes, there are some agricultural investment programs out there, but please, I beg you in the name of God, research properly before you get into anyone. And there is also investment in the stock market. Now, this is a very tricky one because you need to learn how to pick your stock and all that. And like I said earlier, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am here to just tell you, and then you have to do your research at the end of the day. Stock investment is a good one too, especially if you pick the right stock. There are apps that you can use for investment, and I will link to some of them down in the description. Just try investing in real estate, but if you don't have that big money yet, I would say, okay, it's fine. You can do the lower ones first. But if you have enough money, you can get a couple of lands to begin with, and land is something that never depreciates in value. You can also invest in mutual funds. There is the app I use to invest in mutual funds is FBN Quest, and it will help you. You can earn like up to 10% interest based on the amount of money that you put in there. However, the best investment that you can make is investment in self. This is very, very important. No matter how much investment that you make, the investment you make on yourself is the biggest, because you will become the gift that keeps on giving. There is nothing that you cannot do with the skill that you have, with the knowledge that you have. You can always come up tomorrow and build something from nothing. That is, if you care about that. And to be honest, the money you will make from investing in yourself will be a lot higher than the money you will make from investing in the stock market. Investment in self is highly, highly recommended, 98% recommended. Then the next habit that we are going to talk about is the habit of building multiple sources of income. It is a habit, because we are so used to doing only one thing in life that we believe that till we die, we should only do that one thing. However, that is just not the right thing. That is not the right way to live. Best thing to always do is to build multiple sources of income. But before you start building multiple sources of income, start with one thing. Now look at the top billionaires or millionaires in the society or in the world. They are not doing one thing. You can't make money from one business idea. You can't build that massive empire. In fact, you don't build an empire with just a business idea. You build an empire with different businesses. However, do not rush into building different businesses at the start. Start with one thing. Start from one and then move on to the other. Just, keep on stacking them slowly. It's just like when you're building a 10-story building. You don't just come and build a 10-story building or just jump pack it on top of each other. It takes steps. You dig the foundation, you lay the foundation, you start putting the bricks on top, and then you give them time for each one to dry out before you put the next one. So in as much as building multiple sources of income is very important, also remember that you have to give each one time to breathe, and then you bring on the next one. Endeavor, whatever it is that you are doing today, keep it in your mind that you are going to diversify and go into other things that can make you money. The next one is cultivate a rich mindset. The wealthy are not wealthy because they have money or because they know something and all that. Sometimes it is about your mindset. The first is to believe that you are actually capable of making as much money as you need. There is this fear. It makes us believe that some people are simply better than us, and so we can't make as much money as they are making. It is not true. We are all able to make as much money. The thing is to discover what is working in that particular field you are in. What is happening here? What should I do? How are the people here surviving? How can I do things differently? And then you will see yourself prospering in that field and making as much money as you can. So never believe that you cannot make as much money as you need. And then the second mindset the rich has is the mindset of abundance. There is this abundance mindset. Abundance attracts, scarcity retracts money. If you keep acting in a way that money doesn't grow on trees and it is so hard to make. Yes, money is hard to make, that is the truth. But you don't have to like internalize it within you, because when you internalize it, any money that comes into your hand, you're going to like hold it like this. And when you keep doing that, you are building the habit of scarcity. And with that, money starts running from you. But when there is this abundance, you are able to like break free from what is holding you back. And when I talk about scarcity and abundance, it is the fact that, okay, even when you're saving, right, you can look at something and be like, oh, I like this. Okay, I like this one. I like this, but I cannot afford it yet. Never say that, I don't have money to afford this. Just say, I cannot afford it yet. That yes kind of puts it in your mind that you still afford it later. It's just not now. With that, you're able to know that, okay, I can make this. I just need to find a way to get the money. And finally, the rich takes risk. Now, risk, calculated risk, because this is a very tricky one, and I don't want to dwell on it that much. But just know that the rich takes risk, because you're going to be among them tomorrow that is taking them. The next habit is building the giver's mentality instead of the receiver's mentality. Even the Bible says that blessed is he who gives than the one that receives. So here's the thing. Because of the society and the way life has treated us, we kind of feel entitled to others' money, other people's money. We kind of want people to give to us more than we give, because our friend has money, or because my family member has money, or because my uncle has money. He has to give to me. I mean, come on, I don't have, I am poor, he's rich, he should. But that is not the truth. Don't keep yourself in that victim's mindset of being a receiver. Or if you are a lady, don't give yourself that victim's mindset of a guy giving you so much money. Truth is, we can all make money by ourselves. Now, the receiver's mentality keeps you from doing the things that you are supposed to do to make money. But when you realize, like, I am all in this alone. No. I'm in this all alone. No one is coming to save me. It gets you on your feet, and it makes you start looking for ways to make money, or for ways to build wealth for yourself. You know that receiver's mentality, you keep waiting around for people to give to you. But instead, having a giver's mentality will help you build wealth, because you need to give to people. The next habit that we need is, it is not just a habit we need to bring to ourselves, but the habit that we need to let go of. And that, I call it the competition trap. And this is a trap that makes you believe that other people in your field need to fail for you to succeed. Does this ring a bell? For instance, you look at someone and be like, this person is taking all the clients that I need. This person taking all the clients, he's taking all the clients, he's making all the money in this industry. Has that ever like happened with you? And that is the competition trap. Nobody needs to fail for you to succeed. Nobody needs to do less for you to succeed. You two can coexist. You can make money without them failing. They can make money without you failing. So the thing is to discover what is working, how is it working, what should I do, how should I do it, and what can I do differently so that this can also work out for me properly. Instead of trying to overshadow someone, work on being different. Work on being so good at what you do that people cannot ignore you. If you're an entrepreneur, or you have a business you're doing, or a freelancer, or a seller, whatever it is that you are, you simply need to become so good, so valuable to whoever it is that you're selling to, that you cannot be ignored. This way, everyone just wants to work. People want to work with you to have abundance mindset, that there are so many clients for you. You just need to know how to find them, and you simply need to know how to deliver the best thing to them, the thing that they need, the way they need it, and that is all you need. And with that, we have come to the end of our video. Remember, building wealth is a marathon. This is not a sprint. It is not something that happens in a day. So even if you're not seeing anything yet, keep going at it. Never get discouraged. Don't compare yourself to people. Don't compare yourself to others. Do you know some people that you compare yourself to have started like years before, and now you are comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, or even someone else's final stages. No, it doesn't work that way. If you started with anyone today and they have gone further than you, then it is simply miracle or luck or whatever it is that they do, which is also okay. But the thing you need to know is it doesn't mean that you would never get there. So keep going, get God involved in whatever it is that you are also doing. Pray consistently, ask for God's will in your life, and keep going. You get there. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.